Dear children, good wishes. How are you all? I hope you all are in best of your spirits and enjoying these fun learning programs. Hey, look at this beautiful scene. What do you see? Yay, it's a fish swimming in the sea. Wow, this is beautiful scene. Let's go nearer and have a look. One little angel fish, red, white, and blue. Along came his friend, and then there were two. Two little fish, both splashed in the sea. Along came a clownfish, and then there were three. Three little fish, all raced near the shore. Along came a catfish, and then there were four. So, children, what's happening here? Yes, the number of fishes are increasing as one more fish comes swimming. Did you notice? Yes, the number of fishes keeps on increasing as more and more fishes join there. Similarly, children, as the things are lost or left, the numbers decrease also, and that is known as subtraction. This you all already know, right? You know about addition, you know about subtraction. So, dear children, what if we talk about some games now? What is your favorite game? Yes, most of you, like me, like to play cricket. So, dear children, look here. In a cricket match, Sri Lanka made 235 runs. India made 123 runs. How many more runs does India need to win? Guess. To win, India needs more than 100 runs or less than 100 runs? For this, we need to think. So, children, runs to win. Total runs that India needs to win are 236, right? 236 runs by India. Runs that India has already made 123. So, how much more runs are required by the Indian team to win? That is the question, right? So, what will we do? Yes, you are right. From the total runs required to win, the runs already made by India will be subtracted. So, let's do. What's the sign for subtraction? Yes, we put a minus mark like this, right? So, we begin with the left side. You remember you have done a lot of subtraction sums in the earlier chapters also. So, we begin with the left hand side, right? So, let's make some triangles. Let's look at this figure. This is 236. So, the last digit is 6. How many triangles will be made? For ones? Yes. We will make 6 triangles like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And these are all for ones. So, this is the ones line. Now, since we have 6 triangles and we have to subtract 3 because we are not taking care of these 2 lines first. We are concentrating only on the one. So, for ones we are denoting triangles. So, in the ones line we have 6 triangles. First, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So, total of 6 triangles are here. And underneath we have 3. The digit is 3. So, what are we going to do? We are going to subtract, means we have to cancel some of these. How many? 3. So, let's do it. First, second and third. All 3 have been cancelled. How many triangles are left? Yes, 3 triangles. 1, this is the first one, second and the third. So 3 triangles are left. What are we going to write here? 3 as an answer to the subtraction from the ones place, right? Now dear children, this is the tens place. Let's denote tens with some other figure or shape. What do you want? Okay, let's take square. Let's denote it, the tens place, with square now. Since we have already done the ones side, we will rub it. So now in the tens place, how many tens do we have? 1, 2 and 3. So this is the first tens, this is the second tens, and this is the third tens, right? Can you see in the tens row? 3 is written. How much are we going to subtract? 2, right? So how many are we going to cancel? Yes, 2. First and second. We have cancelled 2. So how many tens are left? Yes, only 1 tens is left. So what is the answer? 1. After this, let's rub this. Now we are going to talk about the hundreds line. What are we going to denote hundreds with? Okay, let's make a circle for this. So how many hundreds are there? Look here. Yes, 2. So how many hundreds? The first 100 and the second 100. How many hundreds? 2. 2 hundreds are there. And how many hundreds are we going to subtract? 1. Yes. So let's cancel one of these. How many are left? Yes, very right. 100 is left. So this comes out to be 113. Correct? Yes, I hope your answer also matches mine. Hence, the number of runs required by India to win are 113. Right? So let's write. So the number of runs required by India are 113. Yes, you can repeat after me. 113. We have subtracted runs to win, that is total number of runs, 236. We have subtracted runs by India that have already been made, that is 123. And the result is we have got the number of runs required by India to win, that is 113. Now look here. Let us help Geeta. Geeta had rupees 368 in her purse. She bought a book for rupees 123. How much money is left in her purse? She doesn't know. So let us help her. Let us guess. So what was the total amount of money in Geeta's purse? Yes, rupees 368 means 300, 60 tens and 8 ones, right? And the cost of book she purchased was 123. Dear students, we always write the greater value under the smaller value. Why? Because we can subtract only from the large number the smaller number, right? We cannot subtract the larger number from the smaller number. Means, if I have 2 pens, I can give you 1. But if I already have 1 pen, I also need it, you also need it. I cannot give you my pen, right? I cannot give you 2 pens because I already have 1. So, from 2 I can give you 1, but from 1 I cannot give you 2, 3 or more. So that is why we always put the greater value above the smaller value, right? Then only we can subtract. So you already know that money in Geeta's purse was rupees 368. and cost of the book was 123. So what are we going to do? To have an idea of how much money is left in Geeta's purse, we will subtract how much she has already spent out of the total money she had. So let us subtract. We'll put the sign of minus here, and from where will we begin? Yes, from the left side, from ones, because ones are lesser than tens and hundreds. So let's begin with ones. So in the ones place value, you can see 8 here, right? So how many ones are there? Yes, 8. Let's draw 8 ones here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. So 8 triangles are denoting this value, ones in the place of 8. Right? 8 ones are here. Now what are we going to deduct? 3 out of it. So how many will be cancelled? How many triangles will be cancelled? 1, 2 and 3. A total of 3. So how many triangles are left here? Yes, 5. So what are we going to write in ones place? 5. Very right. Now look at the tens. How many tens do we have? 6. Very good. So let's draw 6 here. How many tens? 6 tens. 1 tens, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So how many are we going to subtract? Yes, we are going to subtract 2 tens. So we'll cancel 2. First and second we have cancelled. So how many are we left with? How many tens are we left with? Count. Yes, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we are left with 4 tens. So we'll write 4 under this. Now how many hundreds do we have? Yes, 3. So we'll draw 3 hundreds. 1, 2 and 3. Right? So how many hundreds are we going to cancel? 1. Very right. Let's cancel 1. How many hundreds are left? Yes, 2 hundreds are left. So let's write 2 here. So this is the amount which is left in Geeta's purse. 245 rupees. Never forget to write rupees in the end. Hence, money left in Geeta's purse is rupees 245. How much money is it? 245 rupees. Nabela's mother sent her to the market to buy some things. She gave her rupees 245. Nabela bought 1 kilogram ghee for rupees 127. The shopkeeper gave her back rupees 98. Did the shopkeeper give her the right amount? Let us check. So, how much money was given to Nabela? Yes, she was given rupees 245 by her mother. And what was the cost of ghee? 1 kilogram ghee? Yes, it was rupees 227. And how much ghee did she buy? She bought 1 kilogram ghee for rupees 127. So, how much money was already given to the shopkeeper? It is from the total amount, we will subtract the amount which she has already spent. So, let's do that. For that, what are we going to do? Yes, from the total, we are going to subtract. Right? Let's do it. Money Nabela had is equal to rupees 245 and cost of 1 kilogram ghee that she spent was rupees 127. So the total amount left that should be left with Nabela is the amount that we are going to subtract from the total amount. The amount spent that we are going to subtract from the total amount that was there with her. Look here, this is the ones place, this digit is on the ones place and this digit is number 5. This digit is on the ones place and we have to subtract but I told you the greater digit, that is the 7. This is a number which cannot be subtracted from number 5 as 7 is greater than 5, right? We cannot do it. If you have 7 toffees, you can give 5. But if you have 5 toffees, you cannot give 7. So, to give 7, what are you going to do? Borrow something first. So, let us denote ones with the triangles as we already used to do. We had 5 triangles, right? 5 ones here. Okay. When it borrows tens from the number 4. Here are tens and here we have hundreds. So, we are going to borrow from the neighbor. Who's the neighbor? This is number 4 in the tens group. So, what are we going to do? These tens, there were 4 tens, right? 1, 2, 3 and this is the 4th one. So, there were 4 tens. Now, out of these 4, if 5 wants, this ones is borrowing 1, so this will be cancelled already. And how many tens will be left? 3 tens, right? Here will, what will this become? 3 after cancelling, right? 3, okay? And this has bought 1 and 5 is already there, this becomes 15. So, how many ones triangle will be having? 5 we already have, 10 we have borrowed. 1, this is the second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. So, the total number of triangles are 5 were already there, 10 more came, so they are 15. Now, out of 15 we can subtract 7, right? Out of 15 we can give 7. So, what are we going to do? We are going to cancel 7 out of these. So, let's do that. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So, 7 triangles, 7 ones triangles we have already cut. How many triangles are we left with? We are left with 5, 6, 7 and 8. How many triangles? 8 triangles. So, 15 minus 7 is 8. Am I right? Yes. Now, we are left with 3 tens. And we have to subtract how many tens? 2. So, how many tens are we left with now? Yes. 1. Right? And hundreds are okay. Already we have 2 hundreds, right? We have 2 hundreds and out of these 2 hundreds, 1 is cancelled and so what we get is 1. So, she should get 118 rupees. But remember, how much amount did the shopkeeper return to Nabela? You remember that? It was rupees 98. Let's do that also, how much loss she was facing. The shopkeeper had to give Nabela rupees 118. Now dear children, since I am saying the shopkeeper had to give Nabela rupees 118, but you remember shopkeeper actually gave rupees 98 to Nabela, right? So there is a difference in my answer, what I say, and the shopkeeper's answer, right? So who is actually talking right? Who is right? Whose answer is right? And how much actual amount should be returned? How can we test whatever we are saying is correct? Can we test it? Can you think of any method with which you can test? See, this was the total amount, this was the amount spent, and this was the amount that I say should be left. What we can do is, we can if we subtract this amount from this amount and get this amount, we can cross check our answers. Means this is the total of this and this. If we subtract this, we get this, and if we subtract this, we can get this back, right? So for that, this means that this number, let me mark it. If you get this number after subtracting this one from the original number, that is 245, and you get rupees 127 again after subtracting 118, this means your answer is correct. And if not, then we'll think whether the shopkeeper is correct or not. Let us do it. So for checking, what are we going to write? This statement, that is the total, will be written again the same way, 245. Instead of writing this second statement, we will write the answer that we have got underneath this, 118, right? And if we get this answer here in this box, then our subtraction is correct. So let us check out. Out of 5, can we subtract 8? No, we cannot. What are we going to do? We are going to borrow again. You can see 15 triangles here which are denoting ones. So this becomes 15 when it borrows 1 from here, and these are left how many? 3. Okay. So this 15, these are the 15 triangles we already had. We had earlier subtracted 7. Now how much we are going to subtract? 8. 7 are already cancelled. I am cancelling another one. So we have cancelled 8. So how many ones triangles are left? Yes, 7. We'll write 7 here. Now in the tens group we have 3, right? 3 tens are there. How many tens are there? 3 tens are there. So how many are we going to subtract? 1. 2 tens are we left with, so we are writing 2 here. And out of these hundreds, how many hundreds do we have? 1 and the other one, 2. So out of these 2, how many are we going to subtract? We are going to cancel the first one. How many are we left with? 1. Now this is equal to this. Can you see? These are 2 similar statements. This means our subtraction is correct. Our answer obtained here is correct because we have got the same number here. This is the total out of which we subtracted this and we got this. Now this is the total number. We subtracted this and we got back this. So our subtraction is correct. The shopkeeper's subtraction was wrong.
Dear children, Postman uncle is ill today. Let's deliver the letters for him. We can help him by doing his work. Look at this beautiful house. This has so many rooms. All the room numbers are written. Can you see? Yes. So dear children, these envelopes have addresses, but the addresses of the room number are in the form of some sums. Let us solve these sums and get the answer as the correct room number, and then we can deliver the letters, right? So we have to write the correct room numbers on the letters and then find the rooms in the above building and circle them. Look at this envelope, 445 plus 10. So what is the room number? Add 10 in 445. Good! 455 is the answer. So this letter has to be delivered on the address room number 455. So circle this number. Can you find it? Where is it written? Yes, here it is. 455. 456 minus 20. So what is it? Yes, 436. The correct number is 436. Circle it. Yes, so our letter is delivered in room number 436. Now dear children, look here. 430 plus 20. Yes, this becomes 450 plus 13. Yes, this becomes 463. So let us find this room number. 463. Let's circle it. Look at this. Room number 426 plus 38. Yes, this becomes room number 464. Let's circle this. Okay, the next envelope. Room number 467 plus 11. Yes, room number 478. Very good, dear children. You are doing it pretty well. 480 minus 9. Yes, room number 471. Okay, dear children. Let us deliver it. So put a circle here. Well done. Look at the next envelope. 429 plus 10 plus 20. So what is the total? Yes, 459. Correct. So let us deliver this envelope at room number 459. Room number 450 minus 19. Good. Well done. 431. Correct. So let us deliver it in room number 431. Now let's look at the next envelope. 498 minus 23. What do you get after subtracting? Yes, 475. So let us deliver this letter in room number 475. Circle the address. Good, well done. Look here. This envelope has written 466 minus 33. So what comes? Yes, 433. Very good. So let us deliver this to this address, 433. Okay. Now dear children, look here. Room number 410 plus 13 plus 11. Yes, 434. Let us deliver this letter in room number 434. Okay, dear children, look here. 430 plus 15. Yes, 445. So let us deliver this letter in room number 445. Well done. So dear children, look here. Room number 452 plus 18. So what's the room number? Correct. 470. Let us deliver it. Okay. Now 467 plus 22. Correct. 489. Well done. So let us deliver it in room number 489. 461 plus 25. Let us deliver it in room number, correct, 486. Well done, dear children. You are amazing. Wonderful job done. So, dear children, what do you see here? Yes, there are 5 balls. Every ball is connected to the other with some relationship. Let's look at this one. 80 minus 35 is equal to 40. Right? Now, I have 45 here. 45 plus 35. Think. Do we need to actually add on to know the answer, or there is some other magic that can tell us the answer for this ball?
What are we going to write here? Think. Let me repeat again. 80 minus 35 is equal to 45. So, 45 plus 35 is equal to how much? Correct, 80. So, this is a math magic game. Did you like it? I hope you are going to play a lot more like these from your textbook. So, math magic games are amazing. You are going to play all these games from your NCERT textbook also. There are a lot of examples like this. Dear children, now it's time to say bye-bye. So, you have to promise me that you'll practice all these wonderful games from your textbook, and also you'll talk to your family and friends if they have some amazing games for you. Keep playing, keep learning. Fun and learning, they go together. Okay, dear children, now it's time to say bye-bye. Bye-bye.